Luka's been on an absolute tear. He's been crushing it. What has Luka been able to do to elevate his game this season?
Yeah, I think there's a few different things. He clearly came into this season in better shape than he has the last couple of years. And then he's just gotten a little bit better at everything. He was already one of the best off-dribble players in the league. He's gotten better. He's gotten more dominant in that aspect. They've really relied a little bit more on his post-up game. Between the brain, the brawn, the skills, the touch, there's just not a lot that he cannot do with the ball in his hands.
All right, we get it. Luka is very good. I got a hard question for you that I would only ask you because you are in the know. What's something that Luka's not so great at?
Yeah, you got me. I don't know.
You talk about a lot of things on the basketball court. He's not so great when he doesn't have the ball in his hands. When he doesn't have the ball in his hands, he's basically just, he might as well go get a sip of water. As much as anything else, he's not so great at letting things go when he feels like he doesn't get a whistle. Jason Kidd has gotten him to the point where he's at least running back on defense instead of parking it and arguing with the refs in the moment. But I would say that's actually the area of his game where he could stand to improve the most.
I'm complaining way too much, and I got to work on that.
Part of the conversation that I feel like it's been coming around Luka since he started in this league. Who can help him?
It's not on me. It's the whole team.
Well, certainly on this roster, when you look at scoring ability, Christian Wood is the first name that comes up. What Wood can do is score in a lot of different ways. He can pick and pop. He can pick and roll. He can attack a closeout. If you want to trap Luka up high on the floor, force out of his hands, Wood has shown the ability to make plays out of the short roll, whether it's kind of slither into the basket himself, or he's shown the ability, hey, make that extra pass, get the ball to shooters open on the weak side. Are there other flaws? Absolutely. That's part of the dilemma. But when you're talking about who can help Luka, he's the first name that comes up.
He doesn't get mad if sometimes I yell at him.
Another thing that stands out to me about Luka, besides obviously how highly skilled he is, it's his body. Mm-hmm. He's a huge man.
He is a large man, 6'7" and change. 200 and who knows how many pounds. I list him at 230. That's not with all 10 toes on the scale. I can promise you that. It's somewhere 250 plus. He is athletic in much the same way, again, that James Harden is. And what I'm talking about there is the stopping and starting, the ability to slam on the brakes and keep their balance. And he's a little quicker than you think when you look at him. So he's able to get that step on guys. Maybe it's just a half step, but once he gets you on his hip, you're going wherever he wants you to go.
Post-game, Luka joked this season, I need a recovery beer. And so we here at Crosscourt want to have some fun with you. Can you survive a night of drinking with Luka?
I like my odds. And listen, I like my odds because I feel like I've at least got the training wheels experience. I went to Slovenia this summer. I was in Germany for a group stage of Eurobasket when it's flooded with Slovenians. And so I've thrown down a few brewskis with Slovenians.
That's awesome. But you know what it shows? It must be nice to be Luka. And certainly nice to have you on, Tim. You are fantastic. And I love when you're laughing. So thank you so much.
Always a pleasure.